Alongside blockbuster titles that have reaped countless successes like Tears of the Kingdom and Diablo 4, there are also those disappointing duds. Those games that are so bad that they leave gamers incredibly disappointed in the first half of 2023. Minecraft Legends! Essentially, this game isn't too bad, as it combines real-time strategy and action fairly well. However, that's all that gamers have received, a decent game. It lacks the creative elements of the original version and fails to surprise players or provide compelling new features to keep them engaged in the long run. The simple storyline, accompanied by unremarkable graphics, is also one of the reasons why players abandon the game after just 1 to 2 hours of playing. The disappointment for gamers stems not from the game being terribly bad, but rather from the initial hype and promise of an epic game that fails to live up to their expectations, leading to a lot of disappointment. Forspoken!
Real big deal.
If the aforementioned game left gamers feeling disappointed due to not meeting their expectations, at least they still received a decent game. However, when it comes to Forspoken, everything becomes even worse. The game itself feels like a demo showcasing the magical effects that Square Enix can accomplish, while everything else is a messy pile. The storyline is lackluster and poorly invested in, the in-game world is empty and devoid of much to explore, and the combat is repetitive and extremely dull. To add fuel to the fire, even the graphics, or at least the character models, which Square Enix usually excels at, are executed terribly in this game. All of these factors have made Forspoken the second most disappointing game of the year. Layers of Fear 2023. The original Layers of Fear game had left many gamers on edge, so when the remake version was released in 2023, many players were prepared to once again experience the Layers of Fear. However, contrary to their expectations, Layers of Fear 2023 did make significant progress in terms of graphics, but during gameplay, we occasionally witness a few horrifying images and some jump scares that momentarily startle players before everything fades away. The game is not terrible, but when compared to the original version or other horror games released in 2023, it struggles to stand out. The Last of Us Part 1 PC turns out to be a major disappointment despite its fantastic storyline, stunning visuals, and captivating gameplay. In reality, everything is great only if you can run the game smoothly. While the game operates flawlessly on the PlayStation platform and immerses players in a poignant post-apocalyptic story, when it comes to the PC version, it becomes a complete disaster. Some gamers even joke that they assembled an RTX 4090 graphics card just to achieve 60 frames per second in the game's main menu. This highlights the extent of the poor optimization of the game. Redfall! Once again, it's another promise that game developers couldn't deliver. Redfall was launched with the promise of being a first-person shooter where you and 4 others would choose your own character classes and embark on a journey to fight against hordes of zombies. However, what we ultimately received was a game plagued with technical issues, mediocre graphics, a lackluster storyline, and a lifeless world. It's safe to say that it turned out to be a complete disappointment for all gamers involved. Thank you for being part of our community. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing more exciting videos with you. See you soon!